In this lesson, we will learn surds. What surds is. So, what is rational and irrational numbers? The rational numbers you can write as a fraction, but irrational numbers you can't write them as fractions. For example, any positive numbers, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can write them as 1, you can write as 1 over 1, 2, you can write as 2 over 1, 3, 3 over 1, so on. So you can write them as fraction. Or negative numbers, you can write them as fraction. Any terminating decimal, you can write them as fraction. So anything you can write as fraction, that is rational. Therefore, positive numbers, negative numbers, terminating decimal, and reoccurring decimal, these all are called rational numbers. Irrational numbers are, say, square root of 2 pi. You can't write them as fraction. These are non-terminating decimal, but not reoccurring. This non-terminating but and not reoccurring. Therefore, these are called irrational numbers. So we can't write them as a fraction. So what is surds? Surd is an expression. So there can be rational numbers and irrational numbers. If you find something rational number and the mixed of rational, if that's an expression, you normally call them as surds. So that can have square roots or cube roots or any other root symbol in it. That those type of expressions are surds. So surds are used to write rational numbers precisely, okay, because the decimals of rational numbers do not terminate or reoccur. They cannot be written exactly in a decimal form. Say for example, 3 meters square. So what is the length of a side? This is a square form. So length of that square is square root of 3. You can't write them in a fraction or decimal format or terminating decimal format. So the length of the site is square root of 3 meter. So you can only specify the length as square root of 3. If you want to specify in an exact way, you have to specify as square root of 3. So you can write it as 1.73 into 2 decimal places. That is not exact. Okay, so this will go forever. So also it is not it won't have any pattern, so not reoccur. So you can't put any dot. So you have to write as 1.73205080, and it will continue forever. Okay, so better you represent this one as square root of 3, the third sign into 3.